Sri Chaitanya. I'll tell something to you. You understand? One thing is most important thing. Acharya says, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta, Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj says, what the Acharya teaches. You understand? What Acharya teaches. And Srimad Mahaprabhu is an ideal Acharya, sadhu. He is doing Acharya Leela. You understand? Himself practicing and teaching. He was practicing himself and teaching. That's Mahaprabhu's teaching. Do you understand this? Acharya Leela. This is Acharya Leela. Krishna came. Krishna came 5,000 years ago. And manifested his Leela. So at last he manifested his Kurukshetra Leela. In Kurukshetra battlefield, he gave his Gita Bani message, form of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. And there he gave Guhyo, Guhyotaro, Guhyottamo Gyan. You understand? Guhyo, Guhyotaro, Guhyottamo Gyan. Upadesh, instruction. Confidential, more confidential, and most confidential instruction he gave. Isn't it? It's confidential, more confidential, and most confidential. What is confidential instruction? Bolo. What is confidential instruction? And what is more confidential? And what is most confidential? Don't know. What are you reading Gita? Don't you read Gita? Do you understand? First thing, Varnashram Dharma, he taught, isn't it? Work for Krishna. Sansidhir Haritoshanam. Atha pumbher vijasthistha varnasrama vibhagasva sanushthitasya dharmasya sansidhir haritoshanam. This is Guhya. This is confidential teaching. Do you understand? In whatever position you are, Varna Ashram is for conditioned soul. They are under grip of Maya. Three modes of material nature, Sattva, Raja, Tama. You understand? So, according to the predominance of one mode, that is quite natural, Prakriti Kriyamanani. Prakriti, material nature will act. You are not acting. Material nature is acting. You are under her grip. You understand? So, if Sattva Guna is predominating, that is, naturally you will act like a Brahma. It's natural. If Raja Guna is predominating, naturally act like a Kshatriya. If there is mixture of Raja and Tama, and you will act like a Vaishya. And if there is predominance of Tama Guna, then naturally you are a Sudra. Act like a Sudra. It's natural. And this is confidential teaching. Offer the result of your activity to Krishna. Sansidhir haritosha. Karma arpana. You understand? Whatever you are doing, and that's quite natural. Nature is working. Prakriti kriyamanani guni karmani sarvasa ahankara vimratma karta niti manyate. Krishna's teaching. The ahankara vimratma, builder by false ego, he says, I do. That's not true. Jiva bole ami kori tai satya noy. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Acharya said, Jiva says, I do. That's not true. In conditional stage, nature, material nature is working. You are not working. Jiva bole, I say, no. So this Acharya says, ahankara vimuratma kartang manyate. Krishna says, builder by false ego, he says I do. That's not true. All right, Krishna's teaching, whatever you're doing. Prompted by material nature, for the result of that activity, this is Goya. This is Goya. This is confidential. Then what is more confidential? Then adding knowledge to it. Jnana. Then it says Jnana. In Bhagavad Gita, Jnane Parisamapyate. That was that. Jnane Parisamapyate. That is Jnana. You understand? Adding knowledge to it. That's Jnana, knowledge, and Dhyan. 6th chapter, Dhyan Yoga is there. Meditation. That is more confidential. Most confidential, Manmana Bhavamat Bhakto Majjaji Mangamashta. Mangyavasyasi Satyanti Pratijani Priya. Sarvadharman Pritijyo Mamekam Saranam Prada. Antam Snapapibhya Mukhishyami Masuja. This is most confidential. This is most confidential. Giving up all sorts of religion, just surrender. Think of me, Manmana Bhavamat Bhakta, become my devotee, serve me, worship me, Majjaji, Mang Namaskuru, pay obeisances unto me, everything to me. Then you will come to me. This is most confidential. I gave this teaching through Arjuna to whole humanity. Whole humanity. Srudang Sarvabhutanam, the only well-wishing friend of all living entities. So he gave this teaching. So after his Leela, wound up all his Leela, went to his abode. The end of Dwapar Yuga. There he was again thinking that I taught all these things, I said all these things. Most confidential instruction I gave, but how many of these human beings can understand this thing and practice in their life and get me? That is thinking. That is thinking. Mayabadho jivo is conditioned soul. He is always engaged in temporary material happiness, enjoyment. He doesn't know is there any other happiness than this material happiness. He doesn't know it. He never knows it. I gave this instruction, that's true, but how many will follow, understand this thing, and follow my instruction, and approach me, come to me? This conditioned soul who is engaged in this material sense gratification, who doesn't know there's no other happiness than this, cannot put faith in my words. Cannot put faith in my words. No. You understand? He cannot give up his wrong thinking. You see, this is wrong thinking. Right? He only knows this material sense gratification is the only happiness. He cannot give up his wrong thinking. He says that Krishna is thinking, only I have said this thing, theoretically speaking. I have not practically demonstrated, exhibited. It's only theoretical speaking. So example is better than precept. Example is better than precept. So he said. Let us, I have to go again. I have to go again. I have to go again. Krishna comes once in a kalapa. So after that, in Dwapar Juga, the next Kali, Mahaprabhu comes. He is Krishna himself. That Krishna thinks. Many Jugas have passed. I have not given Prem Bhakti. Not given Prem Bhakti. You understand? Here we have also discussed this thing in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You see? Jnanata sulabha muktir bhuktir jagyadi punyataha seyam sadhana sasreir hari bhakti sudurlabha. Kaviraj Goswami has quoted this. Tantra Vachana. By cultivating philosophical knowledge, one can understand spiritual position, but thus be liberated. And by performing sacrifice and pious activities, one can achieve sense gratification of higher planetary system. But the devotional service of the Lord is so rare that even by executing hundreds, thousands of such sacrifices, one cannot obtain it. Krishna dari chute bhakte bhukti mukti diya kabhu prema bhakti na dena dakhena lukaya. Kaviraj Goswami. If a devotee wants material sense gratification or liberation from Lord Krishna, Krishna immediately delivers, gives it. But pure devotional service, he keeps hidden. Keeps hidden. Then Kaviraj Goswami quotes Srimad Bhagavatam 5:6, 18, Rajan Patina Gurunk Aralam Bhavatang Jadunang Daivam Priya Kulapati Kocha Kinkaro Vaha Asteva Manga Bhagavan Bhadatang Kundo Mukting Dadati Karichis Smana Bhakti Yoga. You see. Mukting Dadati Karichis Smana Bhakti Yoga. The Lord can give liberation very easily. It doesn't give one Bhakti Yoga because that process is bound to the devotee. Doesn't give Bhakti Yoga. Rakhena Lukaya. He keeps it hidden. You understand? But when he came as Mahaprabhu, Hena Prema Sri Chaitanya Dila Jatha Tatha Jogai Madhai Parjanta Onnira Kakatha. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has freely given this love of Krishna everywhere. Anywhere. Even to the most fallen souls of Jagai and Madhai. But then to speak of those who are already pious and elevated. Adhuta Karunya Adhuta Udanya Adhuta Udarcha Vigraha Srimad Mahaprabhu. Wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous. Srimad Mahaprabhu. This is difference. Srimad Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna, but this difference is there. Krishna never gives prem bhakti, never gives bhakti. If he gives bhakti, he mixed. Karma Misra or Jnana Misra, pure Sudha Bhakti, gives it, Lakaya Rukaya. But when that Krishna comes as Mahaprabhu, gives it freely, indiscriminately. Jagai Madhai. Nirkiga. This is Mahaprabhu's special characteristic, Vaisistya. Do you understand? But so Mahaprabhu practically demonstrated. He himself observed in his life and taught. Apane achari dharma opore sikhao. He says. He says here. তাহাতে আপন ভক্ত গণ করি সঙ্গে পৃথিবীতে অবতরি করিব নানা রঙ্গে অত ভাবি কলিকালে প্রথম সন্ধ্যায় अवतीर्ण हईला कृष्ण आपनी नदियायो आपनी करी मो भक्ति भाव अंगीकारे आपनी आचरी भक्ति शिखाम संगारे. You understand? Krishna thought of that. I myself will adopt this bhakti bhav. Then I teach. But theoretical speaking will not help. Example is better than precept. This is motto. Mahaprabhu's motto. Apani achari dharma sikhamo. Apani achari bhakti sikhamo sabare. I myself will observe bhakti, then I'll teach. So he came as bhakta. Though he is Bhagavan, he came as bhakta. This is the importance here, difference here. Otherwise, there is no difference between Gaura and Krishna. Tattva one. But this difference is there. So, this today, this Gundicama Arjuna Leela, what is the mystery behind it? The rahasya. One should understand. What is the mystery behind it? Mahaprabhu himself did it with all the devotees, with all his followers. Just prior to, one day prior to Rath Yatra, this today. Gundicha Martin, Gundicha Mandir, have you seen? Gundicha Mandir. Have not gone to Puri? No, nonsense. See, Gundicha Mandir. Jagannath stays there. Nilachala. Known as Nilachala. Jagannath Mandir, the temple of Jagannath is known as Nilachala. It's a blue hill. Do you understand? Nilachala. And so Jagannath will come out. Tomorrow Jagannath will come out. Today he gave darshan in Navajauban base. New dress, new, young appearance, Navajauban base. He gave darshan. Tomorrow he will come out from his temple. You understand? To the public. So devotees will drag that chariot and take him to that Sundarachala, Gundicha Mandir. You understand? This Gundicha Mandir is known as Sundarachala. This is Nilachala, that is Sundarachala. You understand? And Mahaprabhu, when he was there, every year, devotees from Gauda Desh used to come to Jagannath Puri during this time. Still they are coming. You understand? Rath Yatra time. The Mahaprabhu, Jaggi Sankirtan Prayari Janti Smedasa, Sangha Pangastra Parsadam, taking his Parsadas, his associates, followers, devotees, Mahaprabhu was doing his Leela. Mahaprabhu, this day, just prior to one day, prior to Rath Yatra, cleansed the Gundicha Mandir. You understand? Cleanse that Gundicha Mandir. And Jagannath will go tomorrow and stay there 9 days. Navadip, 9 days he'll stay. Then he will return. Return Jatra, Ulta Ratha. Punar Jatra. Isn't it? Bahuda Jatra, we say. Ulta Ratha. Isn't it? After 9 days. So only Jagannath will stay there 9 days. In that temple, once a year, for 9 days. That's Gundicha Mandir. Yes. And this day, Mahaprabhu, with all his followers, devotees, cleansed that temple. Outside, inside, everything he cleansed. Very clean. Not a speck of dust should be there. Not a speck of dust. Not to speak of big pebbles, conquers, you understand, grass. Not to speak of that. Not a speck of dust will be there. Inside, outside, everything. Whole compound and whole outside the temple and enters inside also. Mahaprabhu himself with the all devotees be cleansed. You understand? Hundreds of water pots came. Hundreds of broomstick came. You understand? Ah, all are engaged, chanting Hare Krishna, engaged, cleaning. You understand? Cleaning. While they were cleaning, Mahaprabhu was had assigned every individual this task. This should clean this person, like this. And Mahaprabhu supervises and see who is doing best. Good, better, best. Who is doing good, who is doing better, who is doing best. Mahaprabhu was supervising. You understand? Who was doing best, Mahaprabhu was patting back. Yes, doing best. You understand? Some better, then instead do best. It's good. No. Then gives punishment. You understand? Mahaprabhu inflicts some punishment on him. What is that punishment? Now you serve the Vaishnavas. That is the punishment. You understand? Mahaprabhu teaches how to do it. Himself practically teaches. You understand? That's Mahaprabhu is such a teacher, Acharya. You understand? John. So first they cleaned the outside, all tables, then straws, thorns, any filth, anything, everything clean. They're nice. And they heap it. Everybody should heap. Mahaprabhu says, which heap is big? Oh, he has done most. It's big heap. You understand? Then Mahaprabhu taking all filth inside within his bahirbas, throws it away the compound. Because, and the wind will come, again that will come and enter into the temple. So that should not be allowed. Throw away. You understand? So then hundreds and hundreds of pots of water. Devotees bring hundreds and hundreds of pots of water. That tank is there on Indradumna Sarovar. Tank is there, close to the mandir. It's known as Indradumna Sarovar. In that tank, hundreds and hundreds of pots, water will come. Then they pour water and broomstick. Clean. Repeatedly. So clean like Christ. That's a speck of dust. Then it enters into the inside the temple. Inside the temple. You understand? And outside is clean, then inside. Inside there was clean soul. With the help of other devotees. Very nicely clean. As if there would be not a speck of dust. In Singhasan, where the Lord will sit, a sun. And Mahaprabhu with his Vairabhas will cleanse it like this. You understand? That should be not, what you say, a spot. There will be no spot at all. Spotless. It must be spotless. You understand? It is not enough that there will be not a single speck of dust. It's not enough. There will be no spot at all. So spotless. Mahaprabhu cleanses with his own Bahirbhas like this. Makes it spotless. Sparkle. Like crystal. Sparkle like crystal. Otherwise, how Jagannath will sit? Jagannath will never sit. It's a proper seat for Jagannath. You understand? That Mahaprabhu did it. There's mystery, there's teaching here. One should understand. That means Mahaprabhu teaches that one should cleanse his heart in this way. You understand? The cleansing of the heart. Because this is the seat of the Jagannath Krishna. You understand? Hridaya Vrindavan. Heart is Vrindavan. You understand, Mr. John? Heart is Vrindavan. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Sangurudi Sannivishta. Ishvara Sarvabhutana Hridaya Satishtati Arjuna. Where is Lord? The Lord is within you, in our heart. Isn't it? Gita. Gita says, Krishna says, Hridaya Satishtati Arjuna. Arjuna, the Lord is there in the heart of every living entity. Sarvasya Sangurudi Sannivishta Matta Smriti Jnana Apahancha. Ishvara Sarvabhutana Hridaya Satishtati. Repeatedly I say, is there in your heart. Do you understand? But who is pure devotee, whose heart is clean, like crystal, Mahaprabhu did, clean. Then that is the befitting place. That is befitting place. That is the real Vrindavan. Hridaya Vrindavan. You understand? Hridaya Vrindavan. That's Vrindavan. So Krishna is there. Krishna is there. Do you understand? Krishna is manifest there. Krishna is sit there. That's the befitting place. His heart is cleansed of all material darts, sparkling like crystal. So Jagannath will sit there. Lord Krishna will sit there. That is the proper place, befitting place for Jagannath, Krishna. Do you understand? This is the mystery of cleansing Gundicha temple that Mahaprabhu taught. Do you understand? And what are the filth? You understand? What are the filth? Kuntoko, the thorns, thruna, the grass, thuli, the dust, kankara, pebbles. Do you understand? These are the filth. Should be removed. And what is that inside the heart? This is anyabhidasa, karma, jnana, yoga. Do you understand? Other motive. Anyabhidasa sunyam, jnana karma adi anabhrutam, anukulyena krishnanasidanam, bhakti uttama. Rupa Goswami says this thing in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That is Uttama Bhakti, that is Shuddha Bhakti, that is a pure devotion, where there is no other desire, desire for bhakti or desire for mukti, desire for material enjoyment, desire for liberation. This is other desire. There is no such other desire. Anukulyen Krishna Anukulam, only to serve Krishna favorably, pleasingly. That is Shuddha Bhakti, that is pure devotion. You understand? This anyabhidasa, the desire for enjoyment, material enjoyment, and desire for mukti, liberation, these are filth. Do you understand? These are the filth here in this. Karma, jnana, and yoga, desire for siddhi, yogic perfection. Anima, laghima like this. These are filth. Do you understand? And that should be all cleansed up completely. Completely. Do you understand? As long as there is anyabhidasa, other desires, then the person will be engaged in sense gratification, must be engaged in sense gratification. He cannot be engaged in loving service of Krishna. Never, never. Do you understand? This is anyabhidasa. So, here also it is said, this anyabhidasa, the other desire is like thorns. They are like thorns. They will pierce your soft heart. They will pierce your soft heart, those thorns. Kevala Shuddha Bhakti ko viddha kare. You understand? That will pierce the pure devotion. So give up that anyabhidasa, other desire. This is kantaka, this is thorn. Then what is dust? Dust is like that. Karma chesta, jaga jhugyo dana tapasya. Do you understand? To perform karmakandiya jagya. You understand? Anna devata puja, worship other demigods. And to give charity to others. Do you understand? To, what do you say, serve the poor, give money to the poor, or give some food to the hungry person, like this is done. And tapasya, demoniac penance, to get, what is that? Love, puja, pratishtha, name, fame, and prestige. Do you understand? Demons also undergo severe penances to get these things. These are like dust. If these things are in your heart, so these are like dust. So, for life, innumerable lives, janma, janmantar, lakhs and lakhs of lives, these are there. Right? So one should completely cleanse all this dust from the heart. Then, yes, some think like that. Those who are conditioned souls, those who have forgotten Krishna, Lord Hari Vimukha Jana, they think that, you see, example is that if a elephant, if an elephant takes bath, as soon as it gets out of the water, again he takes some dust with his trunk and sprinkles all over the world. There is no value of bathing. You understand? Similarly, those who think that by doing this auspicious activity, punya karma, do you understand? They can remove the reactions of their sinful activity. They are ignorant fools. It's like elephants bathing. You understand? That cannot be. This dust cannot be cleansed. Therefore, Mahaprabhu teaches this thing, that only bhakti, pure bhakti, Sudha bhakti, no karma, no jnana. You understand? Haranam, haranam, haranamiva kevalam, kalau nasteva, 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 gatiranna. There's no other way, no other way, no other way. Only Harinam takes shelter complete of Harinam. Namika Sanam. So 3 times, speaking 3 times. No other way, no other way, no other way. What is the significance of speaking 3 times? What is that? No karma, no jnana, no yoga. That is 3 times. You understand? No karma, no jnana, no yoga. Only bhakti. Kevala bhakti. Suddha bhakti. Pure bhakti. That is that. Bhaktir hruday sada govinder visram. If some devotee's heart is so cleansed, then Govinda will take rest there. You understand? Lord Govinda, Krishna will take. Otherwise, then conquer. Conquer means pebbles. What is that? Nirvishesa kaivalya yoga, jnana yoga. This is conquer. Nirvishesa bhat, to merge into the Brahman effulgence, impersonal Brahman effulgence. You understand? Jnana yoga, to accept the path of jnana yoga. These are like conquer, like pebbles. If such desires are there in your heart, they are like pebbles. They should be completely cleansed. So Mahaprabhu has taught all these things. Then says that you clean all these things. Still there are some very subtle things. Do you understand? Very subtle. It cannot be noticed. You clean everything. Do you understand? You clean this marble floor, very nice. But there are some subtle things cannot be noticed. What are those subtle things? He says, therefore Mahaprabhu with his Bahirvasa himself doing just like this. That should not spot at all. What is that? That is subtle things. What is that? Skutinati, pratisthasa, jivahinsa, nisiddhachara, labha puja. These are, and kapatya, kaparta. These are subtle things. Do you understand? Subtle things, subtle filth. Do you understand what it's all? Kutinati means kaparta, kapatya, duplicity. Opposite to simplicity. Do you understand? Opposite to simplicity is kapatya. Kapatya, kaparta. That we say kutinati. Kutinati. Do you understand? In Chaitanya Charitamrita said kutinati. It's kapatya, kaparta. It's duplicity, it's crookedness. It's opposite to simplicity. Then pratisthasa. Do you understand? To have name, fame, and prestige. This is pratisthasa. You understand? Name, fame, and prestige. This is pratisthasa. Then jivahinsa. Do you understand? Jivahinsa. You understand jivahinsa? Don't you know? Yes. Yes, violence to living entities. It's jivahinsa. But in our Vaishnava philosophy, Vaishnava never kills, you see. Vaishnava never kills. But Vaishnava does jivahinsa if he doesn't preach Krishna for the world. If he hesitates to do that, he does jivahinsa. That is our Vaishnava philosophy. You understand? That jivahinsa. Pratisthasa, jivahinsa, labha puja, to get name, fame, prestige, material. These are very subtle filth. Very subtle. You understand? It should be completely cleansed. One should say, some do nirjanvas. Do you understand? Some stay in very secluded places and do their own bhajan. And people say, oh, such a great sadhu. Great sadhu, you see. He lives in a secluded place and does this sort of bhajan. You see, this is thereby he will get such, what is a name, fame, and prestige from such innocent persons, such great sadhu. Let people tell me a great sadhu, great mahanto, great sadhu, like that. Let people say me like this. If such desire is inside you, that is filth. Jodiya samman is material name, fame, prestige. This is filth, very subtle. This is pratisthasa. Pratisthasa. Then people will say, me, avatar, Bhagavan, you see, incarnation of the Lord, Bhagavan. Oh, he's Bhagavan, like Sai Baba. Like, what is that? He's also gone also now. Rajneesh, Bhagavan Rajneesh, like Bhagavan Rajneesh, Bhagavan Sai Ram, Sai Krishna is like that. He's such people, you see. And there's people will say me, it's Bhagavan, he's avatar. These are filth. You understand? Very subtle, very subtle. It's very subtle. So, Mahaprabhu, and then comes Jivahinsa, I tell you. Then comes Nisiddhachara. Yes. Nisiddhachara. Jivahinsa, Nisiddhachara, La Puja Pratishtha, Jivahinsa, Nisiddhachara. You see, Nisiddhachar means forbidden practices. What is that? Trisanga, associate with women, Trisanga, Karmi, Jnani, Annabhlasi, Abhaktar Sangha, associate with Karmis, Jnanis, and non-devotees. This is Nisiddhachar. Nisiddhachar. These are of filth. So all these are subtle filth. Therefore, Gaura Sundar, Srimad Mahaprabhu, two times he cleansed. First broom, then poured water, so many hundreds and hundreds of spots of water he poured, two times. Then himself with his own garments, he like this cleanses the whole temple inside, Singhasan, as if there will not a spot at all, no spots. You understand? This is what? Gunchamarjan Leela. The whole temple, inside and outside, will sparkle like sphatika. What is that? What do you say? Crystal. Look like crystal. Mahaprabhu did like that. Then Lord Jagannath will sit there. Only this, not only this. It's not only that it will sparkle like sphatika, crystal, it will be very peaceful and cooling. You understand? Peaceful and cooling. This is most important, significant. Cooling, susitala. When your heart will be cooling. This is the heart. Heart is the place. Lord Jagannath will sit. Krishna will sit. So there will be no filth at all. Not even a spot. Everything completely cleansed. Sparkle like crystal. And not only this, it must be very cooling. And what is that cooling? That means there will be no three tapas. Adhyatmika, adhidaivika, adibhautika. Three tapas. Three types of heat. You understand? Adhyatmika, adhidaivika, adibhautika. And all are. As if in the frying pan. You understand? Here in the material world, there is no question of cooling. One is completely free from this, then heart will be cooling. It's cooling. Sita. You understand? When such state or condition will come, when it will develop pure devotion, giving up all sorts of other desires, all anarthas are completely destroyed. You understand? All other desires are completely gone. Breathing, karma, jnana, yoga, annabhyasa, labha, puja, pradishta, kutinati, everything. Kapatyo, everything completely cleansed. Not a spot in there. Not in subtle corner. In a subtle corner, not a spot is there. Then it's cooling. Susitala. You understand? This is Susitala. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, with his own garments, cleansed it. Again and again, he cleansed. That is this mystery behind this Gunchamarjan Leela. You understand? Gunchamarjan Leela. This is Gunchamarjan Leela. And one most important thing, we very often stress on it. Very often we trace on it. This kutinati is kapatyo, this kapartha, duplicity or crookedness, the opposite to simplicity is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. You understand? Very, very dangerous. One can give up Kamini and Kanchan. You understand? But it's very difficult to give up this Kapatya. You understand? Because this Pratishtha, you understand? Those who want Labha Puja Pratishtha, they cannot give up. Kapatya to the Upapati is Paramo, is Kapatya, duplicity. You understand? Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung that thing. And Raghunath Das Goswami in Manasikya, he has said that thing. Kapatya to the Upapati. That duplicity, Kapatya, crookedness is Parama. One who desires this Labha Puja Pratishtha. Material name, fame, and prestige. Such a duplicitous person. Duplicity is there, Kapatya is there. Kapatya is Parama. This most dangerous thing. He cannot become a Vaishnava. He cannot become a Vaishnava. Yes, one should understand this thing. Vaishnavata, Sarata hi Vaishnavata. You understand? Bhakti, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj says, simplicity is Vaishnavism. Simplicity is Vaishnavism. Do you understand? It's better to remain in the species of birds, beasts, worms, insects. But if you are a simple person, you must say, all right, give me such rice, 5 pieces of chapati, 10 donkeys of sabji. I am so hungry, I eat. But no, I eat very little, Give me a little. So you are such a crooked person. Isn't it? No, because of the respect. He's such a demoniac person, he's glutton. Mr. John is a glutton. He's eating so much. Others will think like that. So, in order to avoid it, I just said, no, I don't eat more. Just little. You are such a crooked person. So, you must suffer. How your hunger will be satiated. You cannot satisfy your hunger. You must suffer. This is Kapatya. You understand? And the teacher is teaching mathematics. The class is there. Many students are there. And teacher is teaching mathematics. You understand? And the caliber, the IQ, you may say, intelligent quotient, IQ. A caliber of everybody is not same. It's different. Isn't it? Some understand and some doesn't understand. Because it's less caliber. Teacher is teaching. Working out mathematics. Who has sharp intelligence, he picks up. The dull intelligence, low caliber, low IQ, he cannot understand. Then teacher asks, you understand? You understood? Yes, sir, I understand. But he doesn't understand. But if says, yes, I understand, I can't understand. But the others will think, oh, such a dull boy, can't understand. So in order to avoid, yes, sir, I understand. This is Kapatya. You understand? This is Kapatya. Kapata. Then, how can you make progress? How can you achieve success in mathematics? You can't. You'll get plugged in the examination. This is Kapatya. This is detrimental to your perfection. There is one saying in Bengali, Nastya basse ghumta tanle hobe na. You understand? You are a dancer. You understand? Dance in the stage dancer. You understand? Odissi dance. You are doing Odissi dance. That day we are performing Odissi dance. Some dancers came, professional dancers, women, especially women do it. You understand? So you are such a dancer, you have come to perform dance. So dance like this, like this, like this. Huh? So many bhavas, bhangis, mudras. Huh? But you come perform dance, but you are putting veil inside. You're on your head. How can you perform nice dancing? নাচতে আসতে ঘুমটা টানলে কি হবো? That in Bengali, you see. Remove your veil, then dance, then all will enjoy. That is kapatya. If you won't remove your veil, if you feel shy, how can you dance? You understand? There's no question of shyness. And if you feel shy and put veil over your face, that is kapatya. You understand? That is kapatya. This is that. Guru Gauranga is not the teacher of kapatya. They never teach kapatya. You understand? They never teach. Mahaprabhu says this thing. Amara agyaya guru haya taro yahi desh. যারে দেখো তার বলো কৃষ্ণ উপদেশ আমার আগে গুরু হইয়া তার এই দেশ This is Mahaprabhu's order. You understand? I give you order. I give you order, Mahaprabhu says. I order you. যারে দেখো তারে বলো কৃষ্ণ Whomever you meet, you just tell him what Krishna has said. Don't concoct, don't coil and manufacture anything in your mind. Just tell what Krishna said. Amar agyaya guru haya taro this. I give you order, you become guru and deliver the word. You understand? Gauranga Mahaprabhu has given this order. But this order has come. Has this order come to you? Has this order come to you? This order has come to my guru. You understand? This order has come to my guru. Acharya says so. My guru says so. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami says so. His guru says so. His guru says so. Like this. This is Vaishnava. Humbleness, humility. You understand? This is Vaishnava. Humility. Nobody says, oh yes, I have got order. Has Gauranga Mahaprabhu ordered you? No. This order has come to my guru. My guru has ordered me to do this thing. I have received order from my guru. You understand what I say? Most important thing. Many people cannot understand this thing. This is Vaishnava's humility. You understand? This is Vaishnava's humility. So my guru has ordered me this thing. I must carry out the order of my guru as it is. You understand? I must carry out the order of my guru as it is. So, in carrying out the order of my guru, I want to allow this duplicity, kapatya to enter into me. You understand? This must be important. So, my guru has not taught me kapatya, and I will also not teach kapatya to anybody. You understand? Also, I will never learn kapatya from anybody. No, because that's detrimental to Vaishnavata, Bhakti, supreme perfection, Param Siddhi. You understand? So, those who are real devotees, bhaktas, pure devotees, they in every moment, carry out the order of the Guru. Huh? The simple faith, giving up duplicity. You understand? So be 24 hours a day, they are engaged in carrying out the order of God. You understand? This is simplicity. Oh, simplicity. Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, Prabhupada Maharaj says, this is, one may say, oh yes, this is your Sadachar, Vaishnava Sadachar. Vaishnava Sadachar. This is Vaishnava etiquette. One may say, but Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami said, no, this is not only Vaishnava Sadachar. This is the law for whole humanity. Manav Jatir Sadachar, Ayin. The law for whole humanity. You understand? And this law has come down from disciplic success. Guru Parampajya. So this has come to me, come to us. If we disobey it, then we disobey the order of our Guru. Isn't it? If we disobey it, then we disobey the order of our Guru. Then we commit offense. We become offenders. Isn't it? Great offense. Great offense. We become great offender. Then we'll be drifted away from the lotus feet of our Guru. How an offender will get a place at the lotus feet of Guru? He has committed such offense. Not obeyed the instruction order of his Guru. You understand? Those who are going away from the lotus feet of Guru, they have committed this offense. Because they have allowed this kapatya, this kapatya duplicity to occupy their heart. Therefore, this is the consequence. This is their lot. And if it is required, if it is required to execute Guru's order, I have to go to hell. I am prepared for it. I am prepared for it. You understand? If it is required to go to hell, to execute the order of my Guru, I am prepared for it. You understand? I'll sign a contract for it. Yes, I'll sign a contract. I'll not hesitate. I'll sign a contract to go to hell, if it is required, to execute my Guru's order. This is simplicity. You understand? This simplicity. This simplicity. This is all Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami's sayings. I am saying from his sayings, you see. A simple dust, you see, very insignificant dust from the lotus feet of my Guru is so potential, so powerful. Do you understand? So potential, so powerful that it will destroy. It will destroy all sorts of this, what do you say, kapatya, nisiddhachar, all filth. And also, it will deliver the crores and crores and crores of fallen souls. So potential. You understand? In this, the whole world will never find such scholarship anywhere. In these 14 planetary systems. 14 planetary systems, you will never find such scholarship that contains in one speck of dust of my Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. That contents you cannot find. Mm. You cannot find it in any other human being, even in the demigods. You understand? You cannot find. And there is no such thing which will be heavier than the speck of dust available at the lotus feet of my Guru. You understand? With such, one should be so much devoted to his Guru. And he is the real Vaishnava. Jasya prasadata bhagavad prasada. Jasya prasadana gati udhopi. You understand? By the prasad, krupa, mercy, blessings, Guru, one can get mercy and blessings from God. Otherwise, one cannot get. You understand? Cannot get. And one who is very simple-hearted person, no duplicity at all, no crookedness at all, is completely free from such duplicity. Kapatya, kapata, he can get such mercy and blessings. Otherwise, he cannot get it. And those who have developed this kapatya and duplicity and crookedness, their heart is filled with it. You understand? Such crookedness. You understand? Duplicity, crookedness of politics, other words, say Kutaniti politics. They are great pretenders, hypocrites. Though outwardly they pose themselves as Vaishnavas, they are not Vaishnavas at all. They are not Vaishnavas at all. Though outwardly they pose that they are hearing, they are sitting and hearing, but they are not hearing. Harikatha is not entering into their ear. Not entering into their ear. You understand? Not entering. One should understand this thing. Not entering. It will go and get out. Never enter into the core of the heart. Because in the heart there is all filth. There is no space for it. As I say, you are going to the Ganges, taking a pot which is filled to the brim, fetch Ganges water. Can you get any water? No, because there's no space at all. How can you get Ganges water? Make the pot clean of all dirt completely. Then Ganges water filled in. Otherwise, how? Your heart is filled with all sorts of dirt. Do you understand? Huh? This is Dhachara, Kutinati, Lava, Puja, Pratishtha, all these things what I said. How Harikatha will enter into it? No space at all. It will never enter. You understand? Never enter. Never enter. So this is what I'll feel, and this is the mystery, purport of this Gundicha Marchan Leela. Gundicha Marchan Leela, that Mahaprabhu did. Otherwise, Lord Jagannath will never sit.